In today's video, I'm going to share how we started our journey in the world of autism. And I'm sure many of you will be able to relate to it. I hope you watched the video till the end. Our son was born in 2005. In the beginning, everything was good. He hit all his developmental milestones, and there was never a cause for any worry. Things started to change when he turned 18 months of age. That's when things started to change. He did not respond to his name. He did not play with his toys. He started walking on his toes. He was not even aware about us in the environment. He had just started babbling and making some sounds, and those sounds suddenly stopped. There was no joint attention. He was in his own world. He preferred being alone. He did not want to be with anyone else. So these were all the signs which started showing when he turned 18 months of age. This was the beginning of regression. As parents, me and my husband, we were unaware about autism at that time, as we had never heard about it. And we were thinking to ourselves, our son is simply delayed in his development. But my mother-in-law, who is a special needs teacher, she works with kids with autism and special needs. She was the one who first got it to our attention that our son might be on the autism spectrum. That's the first time we even heard about autism. Our pediatrician never mentioned anything to us when we used to take him for the checkups. He never raised any concerns. So when my mother-in-law said this to us, we went to the pediatrician and expressed our concerns of our son being on the autism spectrum. The pediatrician took our concerns seriously and he recommended us to early intervention services, wherein there were two early interventionists and us and my son, and they asked our son to do a series of simple things like rolling a ball, putting a block in the container, and a couple of other things. But the regression was so severe that at that time my son was unable to do any of those things. And in Canada, by law, they could not tell us if there was something wrong, as we had to wait for a whole year to get a formal diagnosis. They did tell us that things didn't look good and that they were referring us to a referral service to get him assessed for autism spectrum disorder. In the beginning, when I heard that, I was in denial, as I did not know that autism was a lifelong diagnosis at that time. And I thought to myself, maybe my mother-in-law is wrong. Maybe he's just delayed. Maybe one day he will start automatically doing all these things. But as more and more time went by, we started to realize that he was indeed on the autism spectrum as we started noticing more signs in him. And on the other side, I was doing my own research. Back in the day, there was not much available. There was no social media, there was no podcast, there was no blogs, or not many books. So I went to Dr. Google and I was doing my research. And as I read more and more about autism, it started becoming more evident that our son was indeed on the autism spectrum. So we had to wait for a whole year to get a formal diagnosis for our son. It was the hardest period of our time, as he was regressing rapidly and there was nothing we could do to help him. Finally, at 3 years of age, my son got assessed and he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, with a moderate to severe autism spectrum disorder. Today, he is going to be 20 years old. Things have changed. He has made a lot of progress. He has come a long way. And I have learned a lot along this journey. That's why I'm very passionate to share our story with fellow autism parents like you. I do this via my blog, my podcast, my social media channels, YouTube. And I hope that you like this video, share it with a fellow autism parent, and do leave a comment and let me know, how did you begin your journey on the autism spectrum? What signs did you notice in your own child on the spectrum? Do leave a comment and let me know. I hope you like this video, and also do subscribe to my channel to get more helpful information. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so you get immediate notification when I post a new video. So thank you again for listening. I will share more about our journey in future videos. Thank you.